Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to this edition of Let's Talk Networking. I'm Terry Lee Harrison, and I am passionate about helping coaches, business owners, and consultants be able to network in the most dynamic and lucrative way. Erik, I'm losing my voice. Hold on. Hold on. I have another special guest to introduce you to, and hang on, everybody. Oh my goodness. That's what happens live. You never know. Oh my goodness. Everyone, today we are joined by a technology expert. Erik Nonaka is in the house with us today. And Erik, welcome. So glad you're here.
Thank you very much, Terry Lee. Long time no talk to you.
I know. It's amazing that we have to do this to have a chat, but I am so glad to see you for sure. So glad to see you for sure. I would love to formally introduce you to those who watch what's happening today. And so Erik makes it his responsibility to guarantee that your data is safe 24/7, 365. He supports law firms, accounting, healthcare, nonprofits, financial planners, and wealth management and wealth management as well. And he's coming to us today from Glendora, California. So Erik, there are some of us who, while it's your specialty, and thank God that it is your specialty, there are some of us that let go about our business and kind of ignore these types of issues. And it's just not the wisest thing for us, is it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bad things can happen when we ignore these things, huh?
Exactly, because a lot of outside threats or bad actors come into your network and start taking all your information from you, whether it's from your home office or from your office building. They come in, steal your information, and just throw it out there. And they don't care who you are, small business, medium business, or a corporation. Those take it and steal it and put it out there.
Well, we want to avoid that. So Erik has three top strategies, three top tips for us today. And I think that there's something that will speak to each of our business owners. Maybe it's a reminder of, oh, yeah, you need to do that. Maybe some of you are going to go check, and be just like, oh, I got all those. But some of you, this might just be like, oh, my gosh, I better get that done. So Erik, so many of us are working from home now, probably more than ever, or maybe not more than a year ago, but many of us work from home. So I know that you think, you advise us the importance of having a VPN. Can you tell us more? What is the VPN and why it's important and why we need one?
Yes, a VPN is called a virtual private network software. The reason why you want it is because it will encrypt your internet connection at your house, and also it keeps you logged in at all times while you're at home. And even if you go to a coffee shop like a Starbucks or a Coffee Bean and log on to their Wi-Fi that way too, it will detect your log you on there, and also it will detect your their Wi-Fi connection, whether it's good or bad. And then also if you're logged on to an airport Wi-Fi or a hotel Wi-Fi too, you'll need to log on there too.
Okay, I didn't realize all those things. Like I have one. And in the past here in Singapore, there would be times I would try to log on to super cool websites that I love from the US, like Southwest Airlines, and it wouldn't let me in, or Kohl's, the famous, very important fashion store, Kohl's, right? And like from Singapore, it wouldn't let me in, but with the VPN, I could get in. So that's what I knew about it. So wow, I didn't realize it did all those other things as well.
Yes, it also, the reason why it's good is that when it encrypts your internet connection, these outside threats or bad actors won't know that you're on the internet at any of these places at all. So depending upon which program you use for a VPN, it either has a single channel or double channel of VPN. So the more channels you have of your software, the better. But as long as it encrypts it and has a single or double and has those two channels, you're good to go.
Excellent. So everyone that works from home, we need VPNs. So check that one off or put it on your list, right? And then, oh my gosh, okay. If it wasn't for my husband, I wouldn't have ever done this in many, many years. So talk to us. Go ahead and preach the good word, if you will, on having backups, on the importance of backups.
Yes, backups. I always preach this to everybody because you want to have good backups. Make sure that your external hard drives does backup to your data to your external hard drives, because if you lose your computer hard drive, you usually have something to back it up from there. Also, backing up to the cloud too. The reason why I don't back up to cloud is that if you use a regular external hard drives that uses that old spinner disk and needle drive, if those things fall and gets damaged, that means that data in there, it's going to get damaged. So if you have an extra copy of the cloud, that's good. You want to have both image and data, both of them copied up to the cloud at the same time, because the data is good, but image is even better because it has all your programs, all your registry keys that you can copy back to your operating system when you reinstall the operating system.
Okay. This is so important, right? Has anyone ever had a computer die, right? And we just can't even go there, right, Eric? Like, how often do we need to be backing up? Go ahead, tell us the truth.
I always say, depending on what your thing is, I say either daily, weekly, but you definitely want to do monthly. Okay, you want to get there monthly, but you also want to do weekly. Depending upon how bad your data is, you want to do it daily, but increments on daily, but you want to do weekly and monthly.
Excellent. Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. And then, okay, so I was just talking to my virtual assistant about this, like in the last day or so. And the last point is the importance of password management. Holy cow, right? How many passwords do we all have in all these places? Give us the expert recommendations when it comes to our password management.
Password management programs are good because it helps give you a single password to put into each of the websites, and it also encrypts it in there too. Also, what it does is that it helps strengthen your passwords to 16 to 32 characters long, which is nowadays recommended. No, it's no longer 8 to 13 characters. And the reason why is the longer the password is, it can be a lot harder for the outside threat or bad actors to really decrypt your passwords. And that's what you really want, is for your passwords to be really hard to crack.
Yeah, I want my passwords to be hard to crack. Do you have any password management solutions that you highly recommend?
The best one out there that I recommend is Keeper.
Okay.
Of course, that's one I resell.
Okay. Oh, so we can get it from you.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the one that I recommend the most. The next one I would recommend is LastPass.
Yep.
But my first recommendation is Keeper.
Okay, very good, very good. How about while we're here, and I'm asking these questions, how about VPNs? Do you have VPNs you recommend, and any that?
Ones that I resell is called Privatize.
Privatize. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that has it's a single tunnel, but it's very good. But I also can work with firewalls on that one too. There another one is called NordVPN, but that's it has a double tunnel. They both encrypt your internet connection, but if I have to weight both of them, not because I resell Privatize, but Privatize is a little bit more for your VPN.
Awesome. So, Eric, if I'm in Singapore, I might have just thrown out a question you can answer, but the thing about you're in Glendora, California, and ironically, everyone talk about small world. Like, I used to live like 5 minutes from there, right? So for many years, I lived about 5 minutes from where he is, and so I totally know exactly the area that he's coming from. But maybe not Singapore, but maybe you can. But tell us. Can you help us no matter where we are in the world, or no matter where we are in the US or Canada? Talk to us a little bit about how your ability to serve people remotely when it comes to their IT needs.
Yes, I can serve anybody in the US, anybody in Canada, UK, abroad, Australia, Singapore, anywhere that I can access their computers. I can access anywhere and do business anywhere. So I have no boundaries anywhere.
That is awesome. That is awesome. What are some of your favorite countries outside of the US that you've been able to serve a client?
I'm trying to get some clients in Australia.
Okay.
I know some people there, but I haven't got business for them yet. And I know some people in UK, so I'm trying to drum up business there too. So those are my 2 favorite countries.
Awesome. So if y'all know anybody, I think Erik is your guy. I think that when it comes to these things that we need for our IT, for our security, I think that he is an expert that you can trust. I didn't meet him just yesterday. And so if you happen to know, and I do know some people, I'd love to invite you to a meeting over in Australia to meet some great people. How about that?
That'd be great.
Yeah, no, I will totally do that. So Erik, if people want to get a hold of you for help, for networking purposes, maybe they're interested in power partnering with you, or maybe they're like, hey, I need Keeper now. How do they get a hold of you?
The best way is to send me an email at erik@enetechnologyservices.com. So that's Erik, ERIK, at E as in Eric, N as in Nancy, E as in Eric, technologyservices.com, or text me at area code 626-857-8035. Reason why I like text messages is because if I'm on the road, I don't answer the phones all the time. And I can always see my texts.
Understood. Well, Erik, I have learned today. I always learn more when it comes to this. I appreciate you being my teacher today, and just to make sure that I can keep my own checklist for my IT security and safety. So thanks so much for your time today. Everyone reach out to Erik. I know that he can be an asset to you, and just thanks to everyone. I want to wish everyone a great rest of your evening, a great rest of your day, and we'll see you here tomorrow at the next edition of Let's Talk Networking. So thank you.
Thanks.
It's stuck. That's awesome. Hold on. Having trouble connecting.